The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. Don't get it twisted. Don't get up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I'm just kind of in this mode right now because I'm getting the same, thing from watching my son, who's a 19-year-old, kind of getting a lot of animosity and hatred towards him when he's just a kid trying to live out his dream. There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing a professional sport. And we have grown-ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to try to make sure that does not happen. That is the weirdest thing in the world, but it is what it is. And I'm glad that Caitlin has a great head on her shoulders.
LeBron James, right? And here is what he told Esquire when he was asked about Caitlin Clark. He said, I have a great deal of respect for her because I know exactly what it means to be drafted, to be the face of a franchise, and also get the scrutiny from a lot of people that don't believe you're ready for the next jump. And so me watching Caitlin, seeing what she's doing, I've been in support of her since day one because I remember myself going through that, and she has my support 100%. She is a transcendent player.
You just have somebody that wants to say a couple things really quick.
So hi, Coach Sides. This is WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Do we have the team all together?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
All right, I know you guys are in Connecticut. Well, but good luck in tomorrow's playoff game. And is Caitlin Clark in the room?
She sure is.
Yeah. Caitlin, it feels like just yesterday when I called your name to the stage as the #1 pick in this year's draft. You held the Indiana Fever jersey for the first time, and what a record-breaking season for you and the entire team, full of outstanding performances. And I know all of you had hard work and dedication, and it's paid off with your playoffs, etc. But and I know the best is yet to come. So, congratulations, Caitlin. You are the 2024 Kia WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Angel Reese is a damn good player that I think has a very, very bright future in the WNBA. I view Caitlin Clark, as I was saying about her in college, this girl is the female Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's no shade on UNESCO because she showed up All-Star Weekend, and Lord, she might be that too. But their games, if you're talking to me, if UNESCO and Caitlin Clark were going at one another, now that's a rivalry that I'm willing to entertain because their games are similar.
Yes.
Angel Reese essentially is a forward, and Caitlin Clark's a guard, and I look at their responsibilities as being different. Here's where I'm going where the rivalry kicks in. Angel Reese, the reason why, obviously, the whole Caitlin Clark-Angel Reese thing happened was because when they met in the NCAA tournament in 2023, when Angel Reese was doing all of this, because Caitlin Clark had been doing that to her opponents when she got the best of them.
She did speed. Look at the speed walk. Watch the speed walk. Ooh.
Yeah, that is no accident. She sped up.
I really think they shouldn't have any hatred towards young ladies that are doing well. I know they might be ruffling a few feathers because of the attention that they're getting. It's a good thing, Unc. Everybody gonna eat.
If I'm Caitlin Clark, I'd have told Skylar Diggins, get your coat, your brim, and leave.
Get on out of our gym. I like that. That's a good one.
Y'all mad because that corn-fed Iowa girl busting y'all ass. She like a double-edged sword. She cutting ass left and right.
Yep.
Both sides cutting ass. Wop, 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 wop.
I would like the ladies to welcome her with open arms and what she brings to the table, what she's brought to the WNBA. I know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese probably get most of the credit.
They do.
And all the news and headlines.
Yep.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I seen them against the Aces, and I saw the All-Star game. She is elite. She cooking. Let her cook.
Caitlin, congratulations on being Rookie of the Year for the WNBA. What an amazing accomplishment. Who would have thought that all those years ago back in Des Moines, Iowa, that this would be the case right now? We knew what we had in Caitlin back in Iowa City, and we knew the attention that she was bringing around the Big Ten and collegiate basketball. But I didn't know how that was going to transcend into the WNBA. And obviously we can see that it's done pretty darn well, and people are excited to see her play at every level. You've worked for it, you deserve it, it's an incredible honor, and we are so proud of you always. Go Hawks.
Caitlin Clark has been nothing short of phenomenal since she entered the WNBA. From her first game, she showed the same electrifying play that made her a college sensation, draining deep threes, making no-look passes, and commanding attention every time she stepped on the floor. Her transition from college to the pros has been seamless, with her quickly becoming a fan favorite and a force to be reckoned with. But while Clark's performances have been drawing massive crowds and breaking records, one voice that really stood out in recognition of her impact was none other than LeBron James. And in this video, we will show how LeBron didn't hold back when he shared his honest assessment of Clark's contribution to the league and the challenges she had faced in her rookie season. Let's dive into what the NBA legend had to say. Earlier in May, LeBron James shared his thoughts on Caitlin Clark's challenging start in the WNBA in an interview on his Mind the Game podcast with JJ Redick. Clark, widely regarded as one of the greatest college basketball players in history, had been the #1 overall pick by the Indiana Fever in the 2023 draft. At the time, the Fever had struggled for years, posting the league's worst record for 2 consecutive seasons. Many had high hopes that Clark's arrival would spark a turnaround for the team. Yet, as of early May, the Fever found themselves facing another rough season, starting with a 0-5 record. Clark herself, however, showed little difficulty in adjusting to the professional level. She was averaging 18 points, 6 assists, and 4.5 rebounds per game, proving that her college dominance could translate into the WNBA. James, who had been in a similar situation during his rookie year with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2003, drew parallels between their experiences. The Cavaliers had also suffered a losing record when he joined, and James recognized the pressure Clark was under. On his podcast, Mind the Game, with JJ Redick, James remarked, "It's still a team game, people. People need to realize, the Indiana Fever, this is the second year in a row they had the #1 pick. Do y'all know what that means? That means they're not that good." His support for Clark was evident as he continued. "I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing. I hope they do great. I'm glad that Caitlin has a great head on her shoulders." James also acknowledged the broader impact Clark was having on the WNBA, a league that was gaining more attention than ever. This growth in popularity came after the 2023 NCAA Women's National Championship game, in which Clark's Iowa team played, attracted more viewers than the men's final. James celebrated how Clark was helping elevate women's basketball to new heights. "The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch, more people want to tune in. I saw, for the first time, they had a chartered plane. For the first time in their league history, they flew private. That should be celebrated in its own right. That should be celebrated, and it's because of Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things are going to happen for the WNBA." Having walked a similar path in his own career, James likely had a deeper understanding of what Clark was going through than most. His own son, Bronny James, was preparing for a potential NBA career, with many speculating that he could be drafted after just 1 year of college basketball at USC. Bronny's experience mirrored Clark's in some ways, with both facing immense pressure at a young age. Reflecting on his son's journey, LeBron commented, "I'm getting the same thing from watching my son, who is a 19-year-old, getting a lot of animosity and hatred towards him when he's just a kid trying to live out his dream. There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing the professional sport. And we have grown, Men and women out here doing whatever they can to make sure that doesn't happen. Around the same time in May, rumors had also been making rounds that Bronny James, previously seen as a second-round prospect, might be taken in the first round of the NBA draft following impressive performances at the scouting combine. For the team that selected Bronny, there was an added incentive: the possibility of drafting his father, LeBron, who had publicly stated his desire to play alongside his son in the NBA. With LeBron set to become an unrestricted free agent after his contract with the Los Angeles Lakers expired, many believed this could happen. James's thoughts on Clark's early WNBA career, his son's journey, and the intense scrutiny both players faced showed his understanding of the pressures that come with being a highly touted athlete. His support for Clark, alongside his praise for her influence on the WNBA's growing popularity, also showed his belief that both she and the league had bright futures ahead. Caitlin Clark wins WNBA Rookie of the Year after historic debut with Fever. Fast forward to a few months later, and Caitlin Clark has completed her remarkable rookie season in the WNBA by earning the 2024 Rookie of the Year award, a fitting conclusion to a debut year that captivated basketball fans and pushed the league to new heights. After rewriting college basketball history at Iowa, Clark was drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever and quickly made her mark in the pros. Her deep-range threes, jaw-dropping passes, and ability to fill arenas wherever she played drew massive attention throughout the season. The Rookie of the Year voting wasn't close, with Clark receiving 66 out of 67 possible votes. She beat out her top competitor, Angel Reese, who was her rival from college days. Reese led the league in rebounding with an average of 13.1 boards per game, but her campaign was interrupted by a wrist injury that caused her to miss the final weeks of the regular season. Reese earned just one vote, while Clark's incredible individual success, combined with the Fever's improvement, earned her the majority of support. Under Clark's leadership, Indiana made the playoffs for the first time since 2016, earning the number 6 seed. Though the Fever were swept 2-0 by the Connecticut Sun in the first round, Clark viewed the experience as a positive step. Speaking after the series ended, she said, "It gave us a taste of where we want to be, looking ahead to future seasons with optimism." Statistically, Clark's rookie season was nothing short of historic. She led all rookies in scoring, averaging 19.2 points per game, which ranked 7th overall in the league. Even more impressively, she led the entire WNBA in assists, dishing out 8.4 per game, and made the most three-pointers of any player, sinking 122 shots from beyond the arc. Along the way, she broke multiple records, including the single-season rookie scoring and assists marks, and even set the single-game assists record. Clark also made history by becoming the first rookie to record a triple-double in the WNBA's 28-year existence, achieving the feat twice, first in July and again on September 4th. In a statement following her Rookie of the Year win, Clark expressed her gratitude and excitement for the future. "I am incredibly honored to be named Rookie of the Year, but more than that, I am grateful to everyone that supported me throughout this past season. My family and friends, my teammates, the Fever organization, and everyone that cheered us on all season. I am so proud of what we accomplished and so excited for what the future holds." Clark's presence did more than just boost her team's performance. It also made the Fever one of the most popular teams to watch. Her games consistently drew high television ratings, helping the WNBA break viewership records. Indiana set its own attendance record at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, with thousands of fans showing up regularly to watch Clark play. The demand to see her in action was so high that several teams moved their home games against Indiana to larger venues to accommodate the crowds. Looking ahead, Clark seems motivated to continue her rise, with many expecting her to receive all WNBA honors, a prestigious selection of the league's top players, regardless of position. For now, her Rookie of the Year award caps off a stellar debut season that not only proved her individual brilliance, but also helped elevate the WNBA to unprecedented levels of visibility and popularity. What do you think of Clark's rookie season? How spectacular was it? And did she really deserve to win the Rookie of the Year award over Angel Reese? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments section below.